Yeah, I know. I know, guys. He just cannot be on equal grounds with other goats. It's just not in him. Look at his little tail. He knows he's above them, and they have to look up to him, and that just makes him so arrogant. Look at him, scratch his little ear, wag his little tail. He is such a little boy. I don't know about that guy. He gonna come down, I guess. He said, well, I'm gonna get down, Pawpaw. I'm gonna get down. Well, maybe not. We're gonna go feed up. It's Saturday morning. Heidi and Kippy, they're waiting. Kippy's not mad no more. He was so eager to see Lex when we drove up yesterday, and he was ashamed. He was ashamed that he did not go with us. But he met us at the door, and he was so excited. And he's been happy ever since. G and Kim had to get an early morning run to pick up groceries. And she says, don't cook, because I'm going to bring the kids breakfast back. Well, she better hurry up, or I'm going to have to cook for her. But anyway, stop this for a second here. I am going to work in the garden today. Now, last night, Heidi wakes me up, I say last night, this morning, about 2 o'clock. She had to go outside the potty. I get up, come let her out. Well, I could see in the west it was thunder, lightning. You can see the flashes. You can hear the thunder way off. So she run real fast out there and did her business and run back in. Heidi hates thunder, lightning. She hates it. We no more hardly we got back in, got back to bed, and I could hear it getting closer and closer. And at some point it came through. I think I dozed off by the time it got right on top of us, but it was lightning and thunder, and it got a little bit of rain. I don't know how much. It's not that wet out here this morning because we're on a sand hill and it soaks up fast. But anyway, today my plans are to work in the garden. I'm going to pick squash, and I want to try to hoe my okra. It needs hoeing. And when we go out, I'll take you with me. I want to thank you guys. That Saturday morning video was such a long video, and you guys are stuck with it, and I appreciate that. I know it was long, but I thank you. I got so many good comments, and I'm going to show you something here real quick. I didn't have the camera set where you can see everything I was talking about, and I don't know why I do stuff like that. Paw. Anyway, I am going to go out and show you something here in a few minutes when I go out there. A lady said, please show me the little netting thing that you can, put in the grill with your food in. It would be so good for small pieces of food, meat. It really would. Because you drop them down there, you got to worry about them going through the grill, or getting down in the grill. They're going to be all inside this bag that is safe to grill. So I'm going to show it to you as soon as I finish my coffee. Yeah, I got my coffee here. All right, I apologize for not showing that yesterday. It says prevents food falling through the grates. Snap button fastenings keep the food in place, allows heat and smoke in for extra flavor. Easy to flip and keeps the grates clean, size 12, whatever. Reusable, easy to clean, and dishwater safe. All right, here's what they look like. And they got the little snaps. You can put your food in. If I can get my cup of coffee out of the way here. Let me get over here. All right, hang on. They're like this. See, you can put your food in here, like the little pieces, whatever it may be, and then you can snap. You can snap it over here. They're not going to fall out. Nothing can fall out of here. So it's really a neat little thing, especially for small pieces of meat. It's going to be awesome, I think. Hey, guy. So anyway, that I didn't show you that yesterday, and I just my mistake. But they're awesome, and two of them come in a package. They're dishwater safe. You can wash them by hand with mild soap, rinse and dry, and they're ready to go. Ready to go. Yeah, but do not put them directly in the flame. Now, if you put them down on a fire, they might get on fire. But lay them on the grill, they're good. Non-stick. Okay, so I explained that to you. I got that explained to you. Laramie just drove up. I think he's laughing at my hat. Well, he can get over it. He probably wants it. I took the tags off. Y'all say I look like Minnie Pearl. Now, a lot of y'all might not remember Minnie Pearl. She used to be on TV all the time. I always had the tags hanging on her hat, always. Like it's a brand new hat. And who knows how old it may have been. All right, that's it for right now. Catch you guys later. Come over here, Dan. Oh, Dan. Oh, Dan thinks he's the only one that can go stylish around here. Come here, boy. Got you a hat, huh? Yeah. You know what you should have got? You know what they should have sent you? What? Bud Light hat. That would look better on you. No, that Bud Light, they went the wrong way. They've done something crazy.
Yeah, they sure have.
Yeah,
It's a good looking hat, Pop.
yeah, it is, Dan.
You know, those straw hats keep you cooler.
Yeah, and I can't wait to get up my air conditioning tractor. Blowing up my face.
Yeah, I don't think you're gonna need that in an air conditioned tractor.
I may let my beard grow long so it'll kind of blow in the wind.
I'll take it out the back.
Howdy now. We got chores to do. I got some news for y'all though here in a minute. I've got some exciting news.
You're pulling over here.
No, Gigi's not pregnant. She's not, Heidi. She's not. I got exciting news though. I'll tell you in a minute. Guys, I have exciting news. You know, I posted that little, not really a purpose, just showing y'all my little wood stove I want to get fixed up to cook with. These guys got to eat by themselves. So little old Carrie, everything in her picks on her. Sophie won't eat with other goats. Well, Johnny don't either. So I brought them out the back to feed them. Anyway, back to my excitement. A friend, Ann, and I'm not going to say her last name, she may not want her name put out. All of you guys, well, a bunch of you guys sent me links to this little stove adapter, this thing I need for my stove. I went to almost every one of them, and I can't find their right size. I ordered one. I thought maybe I could cut it down. It'll fit. It may, it may not. I don't know. It should be here today or tomorrow. Ann sent me a link. And she evidently had researched these people. She knew all about them. A man and his son. It's called the Antique Stove Hospital. So, anyway, she gave me their link. And I went to it. Hey, and there, get this, was a picture of my little stove. Well, one just like it. Exactly like it. So I knew they would know what I'm talking about. Phone number and all. So I called, talked to the daddy this morning. And she said, they're there on Saturday mornings, or Saturday for a while. And he said, you know what? He says, and we talked for a long time. He said, my son's not here. His son's named Brandon. He said, he'll be back. He said, that's who you need to talk to. Because he said, he's used that stove. We talked about this particular stove. He can tell you everything about that stove. And, but anyway, we just had this long conversation. It was like somebody you talked to a friend that you hadn't seen in a long time. Really good people. And what they do, Johnny, why you have to be different, Johnny? Why you got to be different than people, other people? What they do, I don't know why he's like that. Johnny's got this issue. And it's somebody's fault, and it ain't mine. Y'all can say what you want to say. I didn't teach Johnny stuff like this. I did not. That little stove, I get it to working. Johnny better be careful. We could have Johnny chops. No. But anyway, I talked to this gentleman. He was such a nice guy. And they go out and they buy these old stoves. A lot of them come out of garages, back rooms. People don't use them no more. And they bring them in and they literally rebuild them. They have, like, I guess you call it their own foundry. Is it where they kind of make metal parts? They can make any part they want. Him and his son, they're just two guys. They don't have a lot of people working for them, just them two. But they'll take an old stove and go through it from top to bottom. Any worn parts, they replace them. If they have to build a part, they do. If they can't find it, you know, out there on the market somewhere. It's awesome, the stuff we talked about, what he did. But anyway, he finally told me, he says, call back and talk to my son. Someday y'all see my glasses on cockeyed. Well, I don't know why. My head's cockeyed again. I think I put them on and I want to adjust them or something. I just shove up. Oh well, just pop off, right? Anyway, so I called his son. I'm taking too much time here, I guess. And Brandon, and such a nice guy, just like his dad. Just like, in fact, I thought it was his dad when he answered the phone. And I told him who I was, where I was calling from, and I told him the stove. And he said, yes, sir. He said, I've cooked on it. He said, great little stove. Some people call them the sheep herder stove because they're small. He said they could, you know, he told me about it. They could pick them up, put them in the back of a truck, and take them out, you know, to their campsite and set them up, or their cabin, you know, for the winter, wherever. He said they're great to cook on. He said they're great to bake in. He said, but the thing about baking in it, he says, the little oven is thin. Stop it, Johnny, I'm trying to talk. You bad as some of them other people. So he says you don't put a lot of wood in there, you just kind of keep it go slow, small and slow. That boy makes me so upset. Look at him. Why don't you get down with other people? Why don't you get down with other people? Y'all think that's funny? Y'all think it's funny? It ain't funny, Johnny. Look at him, looking out over his domain. Like a big bull up on a mountaintop looking over a big herd of cattle or something. Well, it ain't a big herd of cattle out there, Johnny, and it ain't your domain. You live here. Oh, it's mine, Papa. Anyway, this guy knows the stove. He says, I can build the part for you, and kind of expensive. I said, well, hang on, because I got a part order. If it don't fit, I'll get back to you. And I don't have a lot of confidence in the part that's coming, but it may. I may have lucked out for something, you know. But anyway, if it don't, I'll get back with him. I'm gonna get that part, and we're gonna bake on that thing. But he said, just keep your fire small, and it may take a little bit longer to get what the results you want. But he said, man, it is a great little stove. And he went on to say, for a little stove, you can't beat it. I'm real proud. I'm real proud. I'm real happy. I'm excited, Johnny. I'm excited. Yeah. All right, guys, I'm going to get on. We're going to check the pastures out real quick. You know, Howdy and Kip. Kip is happy again. we got back. He saw his little boy, and he got so excited. John, I can't even. Oh, good, he jumped out. Thank goodness. I'm so tired of him banging around back there. It's like having somebody in your closet or something. I'll catch you guys later. Hey guys, we went a long time with no activity. Looky here today. We'll watch this real close. I think this could be. Heidi, stop, baby. I think this could be a swarm. The way they're all gathered up at that door. I'm hoping it's a swarm. We're gonna watch them for a few days. This is the first day they've been here like this in 2 or 3 weeks. I've seen bees kind of come and go, 1 or 2. But the way they gather at that door, I'm pretty sure this is a swarm. So we're just gonna keep coming back and checking on it. If they still like this 2 or 3 or 4 days, we'll give them about 2 weeks. If they still here like in 2 weeks, just like this, then we'll go ahead and put them in a box. Now, on that note, next Thursday, I believe, Steph and I are going to go to Dayton and pick up a nucleus, actually, what was the name of it, of a hive. It'll be like a small box with 3 or 4 frames of bees and a queen. And you'll bring that home and you'll set it right next to a new hive. You'll open the top up of both, and you'll take the frames out in the order they're in. In the order they're in, and put them in that new box right in the center of the box, in that same way they come out, you know, north or south or whatever. And then you'll put empty frames on both sides of it and fill the box on up. It'll have like 3 or 4 frames of bees and a queen, and then you'll fill the box up with whatever 6 empties on both sides, 3 on each side or whatever, and that will be a new hive. And I may feed mine sugar water for a while. I'll let them get that kind of a boost, you know, a boost going. But I believe this is a swarm, the way they're hanging at that door. That's awesome, thank God. I was afraid we weren't gonna get a swarm this year, the way they acted. And you know, who knows if it wasn't, if it ain't, we'll find out later. Anyway, let's go over and see what kind of progress they're making on clearing that land. It's been an exciting day for me. About my wood heater, wood stove, and now the bees. Let's just go. I'm excited. Oh yeah, they're taking it down. They got a bunch of more of it cleared today, and they got a bunch more fires going. I know Lester's excited. They use that big old track hoe there. They dig out around them roots and bigger trees, and they can pull the whole tree over or push it over. Look at that. Look at that. You have to dig a little bit more around them. Yeah, I think he's getting in position maybe to dig some more. But you can dig it, you know, pines have a deep, deep tap root. Big root goes straight down, so sometimes it takes a lot of digging. An oak or something like that, it don't take a lot to push one of them over. Anyway, they've got it going. They get it all cleared out. Lester will be excited to come back and see what they've done today. And see, Lester will put a fence over here. He'll take all this in over here into his pasture. and all of that out there. And that fence will come straight from up there where Jake stopped. It'll go all the way back to the river. And I'll keep my cows on the other side of it over there. All right, let's go. I think he's got a dig some of them old trees there, pretty well rooted, but I'm sure he knows what he's doing, right? Yeah, he knows what he's doing. He don't need Pawpaw's help. Yeah, he's taking some more dirt out of there. Trying to tear some more of them roots loose. Anyway, it's been a fascinating day. Not fascinating, that's crazy, ain't it? It's been a good day. I've got all that good information about my stove. Really talked to someone that's actually used that stove or one just like it. He told me that stove was manufactured, he didn't say when, I'll have to look that up, from Montgomery Ward. Built that stove back. And he said it was always called the sheep herder's stove because it was small and able to move it around easy and hook it right back up. But he said it is almost impossible to find that adapter without just building it. They don't make, can't find nobody that makes them. But they do there in their foundry. They'll take it and do the metal from start to finish. And that's exciting. All right, I'm gonna get on, guy. He's gonna get these trees pushed over in a minute. I'm really excited about the bees also. And I'm gonna go home and see if I can't get some kind of lunch. Listen to this, guys. Now listen, and I'm gonna cut this off. Then I'm probably get it out to you. I told you, I've got this starter. We've always talking about starters and stuff I got out there in my lab, my secret lab. And I've got this starter I'm fixing to bake next week, some sourdough bread. So Gigi goes her and Kim and she sees sourdough bread on the shelf, and so she gets me a loaf. I said, gee, I guess it's what, sourdough is, but I want to make my own. She said, well, I just want you to see if you really like it. And the bread was good. Even though it's store-bought sourdough, it was good. But I think mine will be a little bit more nutritious because I think they use different things when they make these breads. But it said all natural, I don't know. Mine will be all natural. It will be all natural. All right, I'm gonna get, guys. I want to see these trees come down. Anyway. You got them leaning. I hate to see big trees come down myself, but I guess you got to make pasture. You got to do it. I don't know, a fella come in here years ago and cut some timber off my place. It was getting so thick, grass wouldn't grow hardly. So I had him come in and take down a bunch of pine timber. I hated to, but it had to be done. And if Lester wants pasture, he's going to have to do the same thing. And you hate to see it, big nice trees like this, but if a man had a little sawmill, he'd come back here and cut these things and make a lot of good lumber out of them. Loggers, timber companies, they ain't gonna come in here and mess with just a few trees. They gotta have lots of trees or they won't mess with it. The old guy I used, and it's been years and years ago, just had him a couple of guys that worked for him, and he had little smaller trucks, and they just go around, get the small places that other places wouldn't wouldn't do. And the fellow, I guess he made a good living at it too, because a lot of places, big companies won't mess with it, and he would. Funny thing about his name, and I'm gonna say this, and I don't mean nothing by this, that he was a good guy. I'm gonna say it first. L.O., last name was Wages, low wages. And he made jokes about that. And he just asked my guys here. And they just all laughed. Now, he was a super good guy, a good old man, good Christian man, old fella. Well, he was older than me, I was young. I was probably in my prime, about 50. All right, guys, I gotta go. Something I was thinking about a while ago. You know, these bees could have come here because they may have had a tree over there where all that work's being done. And they possibly got unsettled and left. I had that happen with a friend of mine once. I had a little bee tree. And he was doing some field work nearby. Had smokes going and stuff like that. And next thing you know, his little bees left that tree. Now, he don't know where they went. And these possibly, very possibly, could have come over here from over there somewhere. And if that's the case, I'm even more especially proud I had a box up for them. Anyway, I think that is a swarm, guys. They sure hanging at that door. They're not so much coming and going like they did earlier in the season. And I think what those guys is doing, I think they were coming to get that pollen. And there was, some of those frames had a lot of pollen left on them. And I think they were just robbing the pollen out, taking it back to their hives. But I think these guys are moving in. We'll watch every day, and especially if we see them bringing pollen in, we'll know that they're taking up homesteading. They're homesteading. All right, let's get on out of here. The excitement only gets better. The part I ordered for my stove came. It don't fit. It don't fit. I can send it back, and I will. So I went ahead and called Brandon at the Antique Stove Hospital, Antique Stove Hospital. And I forget what town they're in. I don't know if it says. Regardless, talk to him. He's going to build it. Like I say, they have their own foundry and stuff to build stuff. He is going to build it. He knows the stove I'm talking about. So he's going to build it on Monday. And I'm hoping the shipping will come pretty quick and I can get this thing to me. And these people are awesome. I'm telling you something. They're awesome. I said, okay, how much I owe you? And I, give you my card and stuff. Let me fix it first. Who does that? Who does that anymore? I'll fix it first. Then we'll see how it's going to work for you. Thank you, Ann. Yeah. Thank you for all of you guys sending those links. But this is the only place I could find that can get one to fit my stove. And we're going to do some baking. We're going to do some baking, guys. If you've never cooked on a wood stove, I haven't either. We're going to learn together. I've seen it, but I've never done it. I love you guys. We'll get this out to you. Y'all take care.